Aries, let's start with your reading. Today, we are going to look into the energies around you, and then we will take a look into the events coming up for you in the next 12 months. Let's start with your main energy. All right, the first message for you today, Aries, is a new romantic cycle begins. And what's very interesting about this message is that this cycle doesn't feel like something that it's starting right now. This is something that has already started weeks, even months ago, but that has taken till now to start manifesting around you. This is a situation that perhaps you perceive as stale, as stagnant, a situation that you think it's completely over and done, and that you can't see how a new beginning can come up from it. But clearly the cards keep insisting on this new start, and we see it with this one as well. So let's see what this message is about, and let's start with your reading. Okay, what is going on here, Aries? Okay, wow. We have 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 9 of Wands. This is definitely something that it's ending and something new is starting right here. There are no doubts about that. And this overall is very strong energy. We see at the beginning of the reading 10 of Wands, 9 of Swords, but also this Page of Swords is connecting to this energy. And right here, I see someone who keeps thinking about the other person, who keeps thinking about you perhaps. This 9 of Swords person, in fact, could be you, or more likely someone around you. And overall, this is someone who thinks about something that you said, something that you wrote, perhaps. They find themselves going back to that thought over and over again, and they really cannot escape it. This could be maybe the last time you talked. There has been a fight. There has been a time where someone has taken their things and just left, and they swore that you were completely done, that this was over, and that they didn't care in fighting for this anymore. But the truth is that they still have things to talk about, and they still have questions. Doesn't matter how much time has passed, this energy is now more alive than ever. They still want to talk to you, but their feelings and desires are definitely not reflecting through their actions, at least so far. In fact, there is some sort of repression going on here, an internal conflict, which we see with the 5 of Wands right there as well. Right here, someone is convincing themselves that they don't need this, that they don't want this. But then they find themselves spying on you, obviously, and thinking about you. This 9 of Swords reminds us clearly that when you suppress something, it will come out in some other way. And here it's coming out in the form of stress. But what they might be doing is trying to wait it out, at least for now, hoping that eventually the situation will solve itself. But for now, they are stuck on this thought, stuck on your pictures as well. And currently those pictures are the first thing that they see when they wake up and the last thing that they see when they go to sleep. This person might be easily talking to their friends, and they have this obsession in discussing the way they feel. We'll have to see what this is about when we clarify, but for now, we clearly pick up on that magnetic pull that this person has towards you. Even if they fight it, doesn't matter. They clearly have this whole conversation going on in their head too, in which they play both parts, you know? They ask the question, they give the answer, and then they even react to that answer. It reminds me of a line from one of my favorite songs that says, "If vision is the only validation, then most of my life isn't real. And this conversation isn't real. There is a need to come back into the real world, take a risk, initiate a real conversation this time." In the heart of the reading, we have the Five of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. Now, the first thing that I pick up on this overall energy here is something that describes someone who is subconsciously thinking that they're not good enough for the situation, or even someone who thinks that they're not ready for love. And I do perceive that at a certain degree, you actually have this in common right now. On your end, Aries, I see that you're wishing for love, but you're not really looking for it. I see that you might be a little turned off by this idea of love, sharing your life with someone, taking a risk and building something that doesn't depend on you alone. You have potentially this anxiety about letting someone in right now, because in the past, people often brought instability into your life. And right now you feel that you should not give in to situations that feel great today, but not so great tomorrow. And so you do still want love, don't get me wrong, but not at the price of your stability. You want to find people who are accountable for their actions so that you don't end up wasting your time, your energy, your love. This could easily be someone from the past or someone you've been with on and off. And right now, you just feel that things should be moving forward to the next level easily, right? In a natural way. Things should become official, or perhaps you feel it's time for this person to just make a bold move and really fight for what they want. Enough of you having to keep pushing for something that should come naturally again, regardless of being the situation with this person or with someone new. You're wanting to invest in situations that evolve organically without mind tricks or mind games. As far as the other person, as we were saying, you see it right here with the Five of Wands. I feel that they think they're not good enough. And mostly because they have a very big admiration towards you, whether you know it or not, whether they show it or not. They see you as someone who really has it all and who has a lot of people, a lot of options as well that they need to compete with. And they think deep inside also that you would never fall in love with them like they fell in love with you. And this is valid also for those of you who actually were in a relationship with this person. Deep down, they never thought that you loved them in the same way that they loved you. So it's a very complicated situation. But one thing is clear. There is a lot of love from this person to you, Aries. A lot of it. And sometimes when there is so much love, there is fear. And the person who's experiencing the fear might end up saying or doing something which is very far away from what they would want to do instead. But hey, with this Ace of Wands, you might very well see this person finally make that move. This energy talks about making a bold move, coming in with passion and honesty, although it's taking them everything they have to do this. We see though right here, 9 + 1, something is coming to an end. And this Ace of Wands is very much representing that new beginning we were talking about at the beginning of the reading. And it's taking us also to this 9 of Cups right here. The 9 of Cups in general fully brings up the meaning of the number 9. 9 is about something coming to fruition. a chapter ending and something new about to begin. It reminds you that energies are in constant evolution and everything that you do is always creating the environment around you and also all the events and outcomes in it. Therefore, what we're looking at here is some sort of trigger, something coming from you, which will give the person perhaps the courage needed in order to make a crazy move, a bold move, take a risk right here. You are creating your world at every single passing second, Aries, and this is something small, which will make this person just decide to come forward somehow, and which is going to definitely determine some sort of turning point into this situation. Hopefully taking you finally from the 9 to the 10, from the end of the cycle to the beginning of something new as well. We'll have to clarify the 9 of Cups in order to understand what it is, but for now, it feels like a message maybe in the middle of the night, or a gift arriving at your door unexpectedly. We'll have to see. But even if it's something small, at least it's a step forward, which can bring clarity into a situation that shows potential, but it needs a lot of action in order to blossom and grow into its max potential. Now, I see that this will require just a little bit more of passion, but when this will start, then there is nothing that will be able to stop it. And by the way, we also have the 10 of Cups right here. You see that you are on the verge of something, and we need to start clarifying all of these messages in order to understand what that is. So let's start clarifying the situation, because the energies on the surface are clear, but the motivations behind them and the cause of this stagnation, it's not fully clear yet. Let's see what is creating this dynamic, what this person is thinking about, and let's see what this 9 of Cups is going to bring to you in the near future. What should you expect coming up and how it's going to transform in the next 12 months. Ooh, good sign already. All right. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, Aries, just follow me in the extended reading link below in the description box. Also, don't forget that every week I randomly select viewers who have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free, personal 30-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. Now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Aries. The bridging energy taking us from this current situation to the upcoming events is the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands talks about an unexpected event, something that comes your way, which you did not see coming, not with this intensity, not with this energy, and overall something that it's going to start or kickstart a positive momentum. And we'll have to see what this is going to be. But what we know right away with the Knight of Wands is that someone is acting out of an impulse. They have seen you doing something, saying something, and they are immediately reacting to that, coming in with that message, with that surprise. And from that moment forward, everything can change. So the 10 of Cups down here as well. Look, these cards are definitely telling you that the situation is actually going to transform and evolve in a very different way. And I do sense that for you, this is kind of crazy because of how the situation was at the beginning of the reading. So let's see then. Let's see what you should expect in the near future. And let's clarify this Ace of Wands together with this Knight of Wands. And then we'll pick up from it and see how it's going to evolve. Okay. Well, there is a specific reason as to why this person is acting quickly right now. And one thing that you might have